Good evening, campers. It is me, Kieran. In light of what happened to Salman Rushdie last month, I wanted to have a bit of a positive impact. I actually wanted to get books into people's hands. And I have done so, and I'm looking to give away 12 copies of Rushdie's works. Now, all of this is funded by the people over at, for those who contribute £4 and above, the majority of these are going to go to internationally for free. Some of you might have looked at the thumbnail or would be curious, well, where's the satanic verses in all of this? I know that the satanic verses is still banned in some countries. I'm not entirely sure of the legalities around me sending a banned book to a nation, or what would happen if it was found by customs going to someone's address. Therefore, we're not going to do that. Let's talk about a book that was actually celebrated in Iran, a book where Rushdie was praised, the book before the satanic verses. It's the book that actually changed his entire reputation within Iran, and that is Shame. And I have 4 books to give away. Can we just look at this cover? I don't know what's going on there, but I bet they had a whale of a time making it. As you might have realised, these aren't all brand new. The reasoning, because I could get 12 books for the price of 2 hardcovers, and I'm not made of money. Shame is a wonderful novel set in the town of Q, which is used as a setup to talk about Pakistan. This book has Rushdie's ubiquitous blending of political satire and fairy tale and a movement into magical realism, which he is known around the world for. And again, I think the fact that people from Iran really praise this book, although I would encourage people to read the satanic verses, I think reading Shame would be a positive act against what has happened. The other 4 that I am going to give away all were apparently hardcovers. I actually ordered paperbacks, but hardcovers arrived. This is 2 years, 8 months and 28 nights. The mathematicians around us might realise that if you take 2 years, 8 months and 28 nights, that equals 1001 days, but because he's put nights at the end, 1001 nights. This is a passionate retelling and reinvigoration of the 1001 nights told by Shahrazada. I never know how to say that name. I'll put it here. I never know the pronunciation. Please help me out. I recently reread this and a review will go out shortly, but this again, political satire, fairy tale, magic realism, where a world of jinn fracture through wormholes into modern day New York. If you're interested in Rushdie writing on New York, you should read Fury. But this is the one I think you should start off with. A lot of criticism when it comes to Rushdie's prose is the backstories to characters, and 2 years, 8 months he kind of bends into it. There are so many minor characters who pop in and out. There's so many plots and subplots that weaves leave halfway through, come back in, that it's just a joy to just let his prose wash over you as we move towards a climate crisis and have to defeat beings made of fire. And our only hope seems to rest on the laurels of an old gardener who floats. So there's 4 copies to give away there, and there's 4 copies of, and I'm really excited about this one. This is The Ground Beneath Her Feet. What is this about? I don't know. It's one of the very few remaining Rushdie novels that I've not got around. So I will be giving these away to 4 people, and if you're in the Discord, we'll set up a channel and we could read it all together and we could talk about it. I think that would be quite interesting, because I have no... I don't really know what the plot is, and I'm not reading... We'll read the back. We'll do it together. It appears to be about a missing singer. I don't really know anything about it. I haven't really looked into it, but I don't imagine there's a lot of discourse around The Ground Beneath Her Feet, with Midnight's Children and the satanic verses really taking up the bulk of people talking about Rushdie. But at least it's not going to be like The Golden House, because we do not talk about The Golden House here. I'll review it at some point. Everyone keeps asking me, what's wrong with The Golden House? Why do you keep saying this about The Golden House? We don't talk about The Golden House, okay? So if you want to help support the channel and get books sent across the world for free forever, please consider signing up to the camper tier and above, where I will be sending these books out. Some of them might be done as bundles, some of them might be done as individuals, just for full transparency. So if I send all of this in the UK, that will cost me £7. If I send one singular book to Brazil or America, they're the most expensive places to send to, this is £21, because you need to get it tracked. If you don't put it tracked, they seem to get lost along the way. But if you say, like, I need this to arrive, post services won't mess around at that point. So yes, I'm going to try and get these out as internationally as possible to those who support my channel. But be aware, the further away that you live, it might just be one book rather than a bundle. But I hope that makes sense in regards to costing, because otherwise I'm going to be spending like 50 quid. And I don't make enough to do that. Yet. So yes, if you want to support me getting out 12 books from Salman Rushdie, please consider supporting me on the camper tier and above, and let's start reading some Rushdie. And even if you can't support me monthly, because I understand money's tight at the moment, it's tight everywhere, hopefully this will give you a starting point to get some Rushdie in you. All of this cost me secondhand like 20 quid. So you don't have to like break the bank, and all of these are going to be in like libraries as well. So it's not a new release. Don't worry about splashing the cash out. I think this one in particular from World of Books cost me 50p, and you can have that. You can have that on your shelves, and you know you want it. Let's read some Rushdie. Let's give the man some love, and expect some Rushdie reviews from this boy. Bye!